can't help but attract women that like lifestyle more than connection. Because a woman that really values connection, she doesn't like a rich man's lifestyle. A woman that really needs emotional connection, she finds being with a CEO or being with a really successful man is hard for her. She leaves because she wants emotional intimacy. So rich men are almost left with women that love lifestyle. Who will compromise on emotional connection in order to get that financial investment. And so rich men are left with a pool of women who are not as connected to them.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree.
I agree.
And I think that often that these men in turn end up almost being attracted to these types of women because they understand what's going to be expected. You understand? Like, they know it's not going to come with the expectation of this high, intense need for emotional connection.
Yeah.
However, I will say, because sometimes these men are married 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sometimes 7, 8 times, because regardless of the logical part of your brain saying that I know what they're going to expect, I think the men still want the emotional connection.
Yeah.
They still want it. You know what I mean? But you didn't get where you are being a CEO, this man that your time is very, like, really occupied, right? So it's very important to you, right? That's all good. But I think it's a conundrum because they are left with this pool of women that for them, they just want to take pictures of the purse, on the pool, of their food, or whatever. They're about as shallow, like there's no depth, there's nothing.
Do you think a relationship could last though with someone that is not seeking emotional connection and for the man that's not receiving it, even though he's not like available in a relationship most of the time? Because I would think that if you have like a demanding job, like being a CEO or entrepreneur or whatever, you're not present. So how can you build that emotional connection when you're not fully present in the relationship?
I think they, in my opinion, from like just being observant, I think they do get to a point, right, where they do seek that emotional connection. Whether now they're 15 years in, right? You're 15 plus years in, you're not at the point where you're trying to prove anything or anything like that, right? You have everything. You have the houses, you have the vacation home, you have the cars, you have generational wealth, right? Like, you have that now. Okay, now what? Now you need something deeper, right? And so they cycle out the wife, they get another model because they think that's the one that's going to do it.
Make a difference.
But your habit now is you've been in nothing but these relationships. So you stuck with these pool of women.
It's hard out here for everything. Everything's hard. I'm telling you, we're in a situation, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't just keep sending these things. Ooh, ooh.
Oh, Lonnie always talking about it's hard out here.
It is.
Hello?
Hey, it's Mina from Hinge.
Mina, what's going on? You know, I'm so glad you called, man. So I was thinking... Huh?
I want to know who you on the phone with.
It's Jake from State Farm.
Probably one of them hoes.
Here you go. Here you go. Hey, why you tripping, yo? What you gonna do? Well, do something. You shot me. You shot me. Mina, help. Help me. Help me.
I'm mad she's hiding. That's too much.
Number one, I'm mad it was Jay from State Farm.
That's too much.
Oh, I don't even want to comment on that because...
Well, yeah, you're the one that can comment, like, in terms of dating in 2023, what is, like, first of all, consistently, every woman that I know is just like, Marie, out here, it's war zone.
I'm not dating in 2023, I said that.
Like, you're not going to go on dates?
I'm not trying to be in no relationship.
But would you go on a date, though?
Oh, yeah, we could date, but that's different. For you to call me and the wife, and I'll be like, I would have hung up and then blocked them.
Yeah.
But it's, 2023 is not the year for all that. It's too much happening, I'm
Why?
gonna wait to 2024.
What if your person is out here in 2023?
He in another country.
Oh, 90 Day Fiance?
Yeah, I'm about to hit the international dating line.
90 Day Fiance the other way?
The other way. Oh my God, Alan, he's sending a lot of stuff.
Reasons why you are single and miserable.
Oh Lord.
You are doing single all wrong. Number one, you
I
should
like
be
her,
dating
guys.
multiple men. You need to be dating 2 to 3 men baseline. Okay, let me tell you why. POV. You were in a relationship with a guy for 3 years. It didn't work out. It took you 2 years to get over that relationship. When you hit the streets now, baby, you're 5 years in a deficit. Okay.
Oh wow.
You don't even know what you like. You don't even know what's outside. You need to know what you like. They young, they old, they tall, they short. Try your hand at it, baby. You need to go outside. You need to date to learn what you like. The second reason why you need to date multiple men is because it takes the emotional offload off of one particular person, baby. You out here stuck on Kevin. Kevin is a 4. He's doing a whole bunch of nothing, boom. But you stuck. Women's biggest downfall is not being able to control their emotions. If you're having a problem controlling your emotions, read Joyce Meyer's Living Beyond Your Feelings is basically how to control your emotions so your emotions don't control you. Additionally, you're dating in a deficit. You're dating in deprivation, and you're dating in depression. Okay, y'all.
Damn.
Oh my God, I'm so tired of the apps. Oh, ain't no quality men out here. Da, da, da. That's exactly what you're gonna attract, baby. When I step out the house, I feel like I smell good, I look good. Okay, and my mentality is that there are abundance of quality people, quality men outside. Okay, and look, hotline blinging. Okay, that is how you have to step outside. So enjoy yourself, have a good time, enjoy the summer, be outside, and enjoy your life. And that is exactly what you will attract. Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
I like that.
Dating multiple men.
I think when you're dating, that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I don't get the idea that like you're dating. You're not in a committed relationship. Like I don't understand why. Who has a problem with women dating multiple men? It doesn't. It doesn't. Well, okay. First of all, it's not saying women are sleeping with multiple men, and you're not in a committed relationship with multiple men. You're just dating. Dating means like we went on date 1. Okay, it's cool, right? Maybe date 2. But while I'm on date 2 with you, I might be on date 1 with someone else. You know what I mean? Like, or in date 3 with someone else. That doesn't mean I'm sleeping with these men. I think men think that because you're dating multiple men, you're sleeping with multiple men.
Some women be out here sleeping with them, but
I mean,
I'm saying, you know, but I think when you're
just
dating,
be honest.
you're supposed to be dating multiple people.
I do.
I don't think you should
But
just date
I
one
don't
person.
agree to, like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I don't agree you should be sleeping with multiple men.
That's not number one. Isn't there like a STD?
Oh, the STDs are off the charts,
It's
boy.
like they're going crazy right now.
The STDs, the STI rates are going bananas right now, like in all certain domains, boy. It's like crazy. Yeah, I don't like. And again, this is no judgment zone. Do whatever you like, because I feel like if you're dating 2, 3, 4 guys, and you're sleeping with 2, 3, 4 guys, I think it's getting in the way of what you really want.
But can you really build a connection with one of the guys when you're dating?
Like, I don't know how somebody would be able to do that. Like, how would you be able to build a connection? First of all, if you're sleeping, let's say you're dating 3 guys, but you're sleeping with 1. To me, you have the most emotional connection with that guy. So if you're sleeping with him, you might as well just
forget about the other 2.
Forget about the other guys. So, like, if you're gonna date, in my opinion, if you're gonna date multiple men, do not sleep with them because it's going to like blur your vision. Get to know what you like. Like she said, get to know who you like and what you like. Just go out there like, yo, you do not have to sleep with the dude. Now, if you're like a person who's just like, okay, before I jump into like a committed relationship, because like sex is very important to me, don't get to like date 30. You know what I mean?
No,
like
that's too much.
Figure out what you want. But date 1, date 2, and you out here just busting it open, I feel like in the end, you're just not going to get what you want.
I will say this. I'm just hitting the mic. I will say this, and this is for the fellas. Let me say this to you because I go hard on the ladies because I understand the power we have. But I got to say this to the fellas. If you have never experienced a feminine woman, you will mishandle her because she's a new energy for you. So a lot of men are saying, I want a feminine woman who's X, Y, and Z. Well, if you haven't prepared yourself to receive her, because she's not going to have that drama like that. She ain't going to be going back and forth. She going to walk away from your tail the moment you start the others. Cause we have to protect our femininity. Yeah. And so if you're used to drama and you're used to, women being that strong, independent, pushing back all the time. You and your toolbox.
You don't think she don't care because she's not being combative.
Yes, and you don't have anything to pull from to be able to receive her. So I will say that to the fellas. Make sure you're prepared for what you're asking for. Because a feminine woman, she's submissive. One of the things that I hate is the submissive conversation.
Why?
Because see, femininity naturally acquiesce to masculinity.
There it is.
If I ever hear a man talking about women are not submissive, I already know you are not that masculine safe place for her. You are not that alpha dude that you think you
I don't know
are.
about the alpha piece, but like, yeah, I could do without that. Yeah, like I
agree.
don't disagree with what she's saying. I think, like, first of all, I think just being emotionally regulated, like, let's just remove the feminine masculine conversation for 2.5 seconds. I think an emotionally regulated person knows to, like, not engage in toxic behavior because it's just not beneficial to my long-term goal. Like, it just doesn't help me. You know what I mean? It doesn't feed anything in me.
How
Right?
many people you think are emotionally regulated?
I feel like there's a lot of people walking around that have challenges being regulated because they haven't tackled certain things. Like, you haven't had the raw, ugly conversations with yourself yet. You're not there yet. Because, like, when you get to a point in your life where you can look at yourself raw and you see all the parts of you that you don't care for, that you want to change, and that you recognize aren't benefiting you, serving you, then you start, that's just the aha moment. Because a lot of people get stuck in the aha moment. They're like, oh, I realize that I'm part of the problem. That's cool, but now what? Like, you need to take the next step and figure out what are you going to do about it? Like, now what? Because you have to take the steps. And you know when you've become emotionally mature, regulated, because you're going to get tested.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to constantly test you. And if you fall back into old behaviors, you still have work to do. And it's ongoing. You don't reach a point, right, where you're like, okay, you guys, I'm good, right? But you learn to master your emotions in a certain way that certain toxic things just don't trigger you. And you are able to walk away from these things. I don't even think it's a matter of being feminine or masculine. I just think it's just saying, like, what's happening here?
But I do agree with her that it depends on who you're dealing with and what's going to come out and what you're going to get from that person.
No, I don't. I don't agree with that. I feel like okay, so you can't ask a man to be a man because you're a woman. You just expect him to be a man.
You just expect it, and when they start
So
acting like
a man
little
shouldn't
bitch,
ask you to be a woman. You should just be a woman.
I am a woman.
I'm not saying you.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm saying, like, this conversation where we're like, I'll be feminine when I meet a masculine man. No, just be feminine. You see what I'm saying? Like, we need to move away from the narrative that when I meet a masculine man, I'll be a feminine woman. No, you won't. Because you don't know how to be that person. Learn to be a feminine woman in your own womanhood without an outside force, without nothing. Just be a woman in yourself, not contingent on, I meet this guy, so now I know how to be a woman. I promise you, when you walk in your woman energy and your femininity, the right man comes to you because he's attracted to that energy. He's not waiting on that. And I think that's the part I always have a problem with this conversation.
So you don't think that a woman, right? Because you're always a woman.
Facts.
But you act differently when you have a man that can take care of you, can treat you a certain way. You don't think that?
I agree with you. But I think what happens is, to a lot of women in this conversation and why it goes wrong, is that they screw themselves over because they don't even have the skill. Because they have the mentality that when I meet this person, right?
Yeah.
Okay, when I meet this person, I'll be that person. And the thing is, it doesn't happen overnight like that. It just doesn't work that way because you're thinking when I meet the right guy, right, I'm going to be that person. But if you just build in that all the time, do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you know how to be that person. Because what ends up happening to those women, right, they meet that masculine man, right, and then they start to be with them, but they're triggered because they don't have the skill to be feminine. So something that's just a boundary, Something that you could have easily had a conversation and say, you know what? I really don't care for that, and I would appreciate if you just didn't do it that way. They like, because they don't have the skill. Do you see what I'm saying? So you can't wait. It's like, first of all, it's the number one rule in the law of attraction. You don't wait for the thing that you want to feel the vibration of having the thing that you want. You live in the thing that you want. Like you like it's already there. It's already manifested. It's already happening. Because when that happens, your vibrations are completely different. So you end up meeting that guy. So that whole concept of when I meet that guy, like honestly, move away from it. If you're a woman and you're just like, hey, you know what? I do feel like maybe I do have a lot of masculine energy and I want to work on that. How you work on that is don't wait on the guy. Just start being that.
So a woman once approaches me and asks me if I could find the perfect husband for her. Who's laughing, the men or the women? I say to her, I would love to, but you need to define to me who is the perfect husband. One woman's perfect husband is another woman's terrorist. She says, Rabbi Jacobson, for me, the perfect husband is someone who wakes up 5 o'clock in the morning, does his own laundry, exercises 2 hours a day, spends only 7 minutes on the web daily, sits in a library for a long time, is completely predictable, consistent, reliable, and I always know where he is. Cleans his own room. All meals are on him. Doesn't drink, ever. And 9 o'clock p.m., every night he's in bed. That's the perfect husband, Rabbi. Why? Do you think you can find him for me? I said, absolutely. She said, there are such men? I said, yeah. She said, where? I said, in prison. So a woman once approaches me and asks me if I could
expectations
find
like that.
the perfect husband.
Sorry, guys.
I feel like, first of all, those are like some crazy expectations.
That's crazy.
I would hate for somebody to expect that from me. So what I always say, what I expect, I can give. So like, if I don't even want that, like, why would I expect that from somebody else?
You don't think that we have unrealistic expectations?
Of course. People have unrealistic expectation, and then you have like completely, for me, dissociated from reality. And he sounds boring. For me, like, you know what I mean? Maybe someone who has like a lot of trauma history and unpredictability and instability in their past would want something like that, because it's like, but like, dude, don't make your problems my problem. Damn. Like, I feel like that's the problem.
Yeah, that's a little extreme.
That is extreme. But yeah, we all have like expectations. Do you think women have too much unrealistic expectations today?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want a millionaire, 6'2". It don't be nothing like that.
Nah.
It just be like, you got to make.
You got to make over $500,000 a year.
$500,000. You have to, live in a penthouse.
Wait, hold on. You got to make $500,000 a year, but you can't work.
You can't work. You got to be home at 3:30.
Yeah, like you got to be able to.
You got to pick up the kids from school.
You have to be able to travel with me, like,
You got to be able to go on trips.
Yeah,
twice a week.
Twice a week. We go out to dinner 5 times a week.
5 times a week.
Yeah,
like, so I don't get to do anything. I just stay in the house
and look pretty.
Be a woman of leisure.
Be a woman of leisure. Yeah, those things are crazy.
Yeah, be 6 feet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sure if he was 6 feet, he would be a basketball player, a model, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Do you like tall guys, Lonnie?
Yeah, a little bit.
What's like? Do you have a height preference, like where you're like, I can't do it?
Taller than me?
Oh, just taller than you. So
yeah, but I could wear a little heel with it.
So like you'll do, because Lonnie, you're a tiny thing. You'll do like 5'6", 5'5".
No.
You just said tall, dude. You're like 5 feet tall.
I'm 5'1.5". I don't know. I don't be like, how tall are you? If I could wear a heel,
yeah.
but I've dated some tall guys.
What if the man of your like that has everything is 5'3"? Everything else, would you date him? He has everything else.
I don't know, because I've never been in that situation.
I'm saying hypothetically, would you date him? Everything else.
I would go on a date, yeah.
Okay, because like he has everything else.
But you have to be like, you have to just like be like, make me like, oh.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, all of that. I said
Yes.
everything else.
Yeah, I'll date you. I don't know why. Like, I usually date taller guys.
I mean, that's not hard to do, though.
Why?
I mean, you're very tiny, you know.
Oh, because taller is like, but I mean like tall. But guys, let's not talk about me because then I'll have a story. You know how I do? Okay.
You're single still, right? Yeah. How you like it? It's amazing. And as you get older, too, it's even better. Yeah. Because now you're even more set in your ways. And you're not putting up with any bullshit. You might have put up with it 10, 15, 20 years ago. All right, not anymore. Like, nah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm so good. Some chick, you want to go kayak? Nah, go yourself. Have fun. If you drown, I'll get in contact with your family. 20 years ago, I'd be, let me fucking tie one to the roof. Fucking kayak. Yeah, I'm good now. My testosterone's under 400. I'm not putting up with your bullshit anymore. I'm good. Go paint the garage yourself. I'll give you pussy if you go paint the garage. Nah, I'm good. I didn't even know we had a garage. I've been on the couch for the last 3 years.
I've been on the couch for the last 3 years. That's a lot.
I agree with him.
I mean,
I agree with him.
no, I actually don't have a strong opinion about it because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, my husband and I, we grew together, right? And I said that, like, so we grew together in different stages. And so that's a little different. I know him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to ask him to go kayaking. Like, I already know that. But if I was out here, right, and I'm dating someone over 40 and they're just not beat to do anything, or the things they don't want to do, they're not open. We spoke about that.
I think you have to find someone that is into the same things that you are.
Right.
Because if not, it's going to be like, you know how good it feels that when I don't want to do nothing, I just don't do nothing?
Yeah.
If I want to clean the house, I just sit there.
Yeah.
And I do nothing at all.
Right.
If I want to go and, which I probably do not, do whatever it is, go eat, don't eat, go on a trip, don't go on a trip. Like, I don't have to ask anyone. I just do it.
Right.
Like, I tried that. Like, I try to do things like to please somebody else. Mm-hmm. It doesn't work out. I would never do that again.
Well, I think you said it right. I think you have to find someone like-minded like you, right? I think you have to find that person that enjoys the same things that you enjoy. So if you enjoy going to estate sales or whatever, maybe not a guy, I don't know. If you enjoy, if you're like a foodie and you like, trying new foods and things like that, or you like wine or you like things like that, I think it's important. If you're a person who has an adventurous spirit, just naturally, it doesn't matter if you're 20 or 45, you just have that spirit in you. You really don't want to find someone who is the complete opposite of that. Because after a while, you're going to be like, hey, babe, let's go try this restaurant that just opened up, and they're going to be like, can we just have burgers? And you're going to be like, dude.
No.
Yeah, so.
But then that's another thing. I think that if you really like the person that you're with, you will be willing to like make sacrifices that won't even feel like a sacrifice.
Okay, what do you mean?
It's like you just want to like, oh, that makes you happy?
Right.
Okay, I'll do that. Or, whatever. But you don't feel it. Like sometimes it was times where it was like, oh, let's go. And I'll be like,
yeah.
Like
if you really, really like the person.
Like if you really like the person,
okay, I see what you're saying.
I think that it won't feel like a task.
It won't feel like, okay. Like
it won't feel like you're
a
burden, like you're sacrificing something.
Okay.
So I think that that's another thing, that we just out here getting in relationships with people we don't really even like. That is like the truth. It's just like you find two things that they have.
Yeah.
Money and they 6 feet tall. You like those two things, but you don't like anything else.
You don't even like them.
You don't even want to lay next to them at night. And it's like, damn, but he's 6 feet tall. But damn, he has money for the bill. But it's like, damn, do you really like the person?
That's
and the thing is that everything's going to feel like a task. Everything's going to feel like you're doing work.
Right.
Like, and that's one thing I feel like when you're in a relationship, it should not feel like work. It should just feel like you're sliding through it.
The one thing I will say in what you're speaking is the person that you're with, you have to actually like them.
Yes.
Like you have to like this person that if I weren't with this person. I weren't dating this person. I had no sexual incentive this person. Do I like this person? Like, without the sex, without all that. And if the answer is no, I don't like them, then
Sometimes you don't even like the sex.
Nani, don't you think it's work that you want to do?
Yes, it's like
but you like the person.
when you like the person, it's
Yeah.
like you want to, like, I'll be cooking. I get home from work tired, and I just go home and cook dinner.
Because you like them.
And then I'll do the dishes. And then you do everything. Like, damn, because you like the person, and it just don't feel, it's true what Alice says. It's like work you want to do.
Hold on. When you don't like them,
And then
you
when
get
you don't
home,
like them-
Are you still here?
Aaron said, you been sitting in that couch? You see them sitting in the couch, you be like, this fucking, they chew wrong.
Oh my God. She was just like, that's so disgusting.
Oh my God, it could be you breathing. I'll be like, damn, you breathing? Sometimes I say that to my kids. They be in the car and I'll be like, stop breathing.
Oh my God.
But it's like you don't want to do the work. It's like you
Yeah.
don't like the person.
Right.
Why are we even doing this? Why are we wasting our time? I don't like you.
Why
And
do
I
you think, but why do you think people are doing that?
Because there are other incentives to the relationship.
Okay.
And I think that most of the time, and I'll say not me, because it's like money. Just because someone has money,
Right.
you don't even like having sex with them.
Mm.
Why are you in that situation?
$3,500.
It might be $3,500. Somebody said, would you be okay with being somebody's side chick with $3,500?
Right.
And it's like, she might not want to be a side chick, but then she get that $3,500 every week.
Mm.
So it's like, come on, stop getting in relationships with people you don't really like. Because even if they have money, even if they are tall,
Right.
even if, you know, they don't stink or whatever it is that you looking
It's a deal
for
breaker
out
for
here,
you.
it's like, stop just dating people. And I think that that's our problem. It's like, damn, it's okay. I'll get with him because he got a 6-7 figure job or whatever.
Yeah.
And I am willing to deal with everything that comes with that.
Right.
Just because I want to be in a position where I'm out here taking pictures at every
Of my
restaurant in
food.
town. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. Like, I think if you, especially, okay, first of all, long run, if you just out here, you're like, I'm just trying to have a good time with this person, right? It's got a shelf life, you know, like it's summertime,
It's temporary.
right? You're like,
It's
okay,
cuffing season.
yeah,
Which now a lot of us are gonna be out here getting in situations because it's cuffing season.
and you want
You
someone to
cold.
cozy up to.
It's about to be cold. You're not gonna be outside showing this person. You're gonna order in, you know. So it's cuffing season,
cozy on the couch.
and that's what's gonna happen.
Now,
And
how
then
you cozy on the couch with somebody you don't even like though?
I'm saying they're keeping you warm.
Inside is cold as ice.
That's why I be in my couch by myself with my dog, with Blue. Okay.
Yikes.
Have you got the nerve to stand there and expect me to believe that you don't want to marry my son for his money?
It's true.
Then what do you want to marry him for?
I want to marry him for your money.
There. Oh, Lorelei.
Don't you see that's why we have to have his consent, silly?
Well, at least we're getting down to brass tacks. You admit that all you're after is money.
No, I don't. Aren't you funny? Don't you know that a man being rich is like a girl being pretty? You might not marry a girl just because she's pretty. But my goodness, doesn't it help? And if you had a daughter, wouldn't you rather she didn't marry a poor man?
But I was...
You'd want her to have the most wonderful things in the world and to be very happy. Oh, why is it wrong for me to want those things?
Well, I concede that... Say, they told me you were stupid.
Cool. I think this is like How to Marry a Millionaire, like, you know, a movie back in the day. That's cool. Like, she actually liked him. I mean, he was a dweeb and everything like that. And if she had a better option, she might have went with the better option. But like you said, in a world, she's like, I could like this guy. I like him.
Yeah.
But I think it's to your point is that they don't even like these men. They're just like, you have the money.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So I feel like, I don't know. You saw it because after a while, now what?
And these are like we were talking about before. And I think that in the last episode of at the table, Rico said that a lot of the girls that go to Dubai or girls that go places to look for rich men, they don't have that emotional connection.
Right.
Like at all.
Right.
Like they
It's a
just want to
job.
go there to work
Right.
for their living. Like,
Right.
you know? Like they want to get the money they need to survive and to
Right.
keep a certain lifestyle
Mhm.
that they can't even keep themselves.
Right. So it's a job. There's like, there's no human connection piece of it. It's just like this person does A and B and that's it.
It's hard out here, I'm telling you guys.
Well, I don't
But
know.
if you want to be a woman of leisure, you better get somebody with money. I'm saying, because if not, you're going to be a regular woman like us, working and being like
First of all, you made it sound really depressing. It's not.
Okay, I'm not depressed.
Oh, you're like, you gonna be just like us.
I'm saying I like my job.
No, I know. Like I like for me, I love my life. Like I enjoy my life.
We do have a good time.
We do have a good time.
But you know, some people don't. And they out here.
We're fortunate. We are very fortunate people in that the work that we do, we enjoy it in our lives. But at the same time, if you don't want to be that person, maybe after 25, start thinking about the life that you want. Don't think you have forever.
And if you're a parent, you better start having those conversations with your children, I think girls and boys.
Facts.
You know, about what a lady should act like, what a man should act like.
Yeah.
And hopefully you won't have those situations where your daughter out here looking for a millionaire.
Sugar daddy?
Or sugar daddy. So, but guys, we are going to be live later on today.
Facts. Oh, yes, I'm so excited.
Yes, so we'll see you later on. Remember, between 12 and 2:30.
Look, you guys, just work with us as we, we're back.
Yes.
As we do them more often, we're going to narrow the time down. But we are lunch-ish, which means around 12:30 to 2:30-ish we'll be on. Join us, come give us some feedback.
Yeah.
Just, overall, tell us what you think of the show, how we can improve the show.
And if you want to hear some topics, just, you could DM us on Instagram, 8 at the Table. And make sure you follow us too.
Facts.
And you could comment on this too if you want us to touch on a topic or if there's a meme out there you want to talk about.
And new episodes of 8 at the Table every Sunday and every Thursday.
Yes. Bye.